Hello everyone. So in this video we would practice knowing your data using Pandas Library. And we have this dataset with us, which is Chipotle's dataset. So let's begin. First we'll start with importing our Pandas and NumPy libraries. So let's import them. Okay. Now we need to assign this dataset to a variable called Chipo. So Chipo is pd.read underscore csv chipotle dot tsv. As this is tsv, so we need to use this parameter as well. Simply /t. Then okay, this one. Okay, now we have been asked to see the first 10 entries. For that we'll use head function. So chipo dot head with 10. So these are the first 10 entries of this dataset. Now what is the number of observation in the dataset? And to see the observation, we'll use the shape function, and this will give us how many rows and columns we have. So chipo.shape, and it's giving us that we have 4,622 rows and 5 columns. And also can use info function to get some more insights of your dataset. Okay. Now, what is the number of columns in the dataset? To see that, we'll use shape1, and this will give us the number of columns. So you have 5 columns. Okay. Now print the name of all columns. For that, we'll use the column keyword. So and yeah, it's giving us all the name of all the columns. Now we have how is the dataset indexed. For that, we'll simply use index keyword, and let's run it. So the dataset is indexed from 0 to 4,622 with step 1. Okay, now which was the most ordered item? To get that, what we can do, let's say in a variable I want to store. If you see the data set, you'd have, it has item name, choice description, and item price. So if we can group our orders by the item name, and then if we calculate that, we can find that how many, which was the most ordered. So we'll simply group by with item name, and we'll simply calculate the sum of it to the next line. And then let's sort the values. With quantity, and in ascending false. Then print the first 5. And this will give us the most ordered item from a descending order. So the most ordered item is chicken bowl, then we have chicken burrito, then we have chips and guacamole, then dish like this. Okay. Now for the most ordered item, how many items were ordered? And for that, for the most ordered item, how many items were ordered? You can also find that with this. So this is the same code that we'll use for here. For chicken burrito, it has been ordered for 761 times. Yeah. So now we have what was the most ordered item in the choice description column, right? So if you simply print this again, and if we just group by with choice description, and then we again sum it, and then simply sort the values with the quantity, then we print this, then it will give us the most ordered item as per the choice description column. So Diet Coke has been ordered the most. Then how many items were ordered in total? To get that, let's say total item, we simply quantity dot, simply summed it up, and then print this. Yeah, so total item ordered is 4972. Okay, now turn the item price into a float. So the first question is check the item price. So to check item price, we'll have cheapo dot item price dot simply data type. So the item price type is okay. Now we have been asked to create a lambda function and change the type of the item prices. Okay, for that what we can do, if you see that the item price is in dollar, right? So all right, so create a lambda function and change the type of the item price. So let's get a lambda function. So dollar with lambda of x float, let's say it's giving us the automated answer. So we'll simply replace the dollar sign and then we'll send back the data. Okay, now if we print the data type, we'll get cheapo dot item price data type. So it's giving us float 64, right? Now how much was the revenue for the period in the data set? So to get that, let's declare an revenue, then we have cheapo quantity multiply with cheapo item price. It will be in item price, then we'll simply sum this up, right? Then revenue is of course in dollar, and we'll have to convert this into a string, which np dot round revenue and 2. We do that, we'll get our revenue is $39,237. Okay, Then how many orders were made in the period. To get that, orders, say cheapo dot order id dot value counts. We'll be using value counts to count all the values, and then we'll simply count it. Then print this orders. So 1834 orders we get. So now we have been asked what is the average revenue amount per order, and for this we'll simply change into our revenue column. So revenue cheapo with quantity, we'll multiply that with cheapo's item price to get the total amount of revenue. Then we'll group it with cheapo group by with by order id, and then simply we'll use revenue and we'll sum all the values. Okay, now with the average revenue we'll group dot, we'll use mean to get the average, and then we'll simply print this average revenue. Okay, so this is order. So average revenue is $21. Okay, then how many different items are sold? We'll get that using cheapo item name, not item sold, dot value counts dot count, and this will give us 50. Okay, so this is how we have done some basic pandas practices to know our data better. So thanks for watching.